Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire, where last time out I had a lot of fun. We added no end of new routes, fixed a few missing ones which had slowed progress just a little bit, and we started actually making furniture. So let's get on with it, shall we? We want to make these cities grow and make them grow fast. We have a bandit we don't care about. How are the tasks doing? 58 of 200. We are well over a quarter of the way there with 2 years to go. A little under. I like our odds. There is such thing as overconfidence. We don't need any of these. Unfortunately, the timing's a little off. I'm going to guess we can buy out the competitors at some point. Baku, still growing. Karlskrona, still growing. Kalmar has stalled a little bit. And we know why, don't we? They need some fish. And they're going to get fish from up there. Vimmerby is growing. Jan Shopping's going to stop growing for a little bit. Or Jan Shopping. And let's go down here, shall we? We do have this set up. And we could expand it, couldn't we? We're not getting the crisp bread. We could also give them potatoes. I don't mind them getting a little bit of alcohol there, as they could take it up to Gothenburg. Yeah. So we've got to hook up this coal. Coal, we already have a line set up, and now we have iron set up. And that way, we can get Vacu building some steel, or starting their steel industry. We're going to expand this, because why not? We can afford it. We do have a maintenance shed on both of these. This is the route they're going to be taking. And we're going to be doing quite a lot of, yeah, we're only at level 2. Quite a lot of iron. We probably need to expand the line heading up to Vimmerby as well, since we've expanded. Yeah, there we go. We're not getting enough coal. Let's have a look at the coal and iron situation. Iron we're just about keeping up with. Let's give coal a boost, shall we? And we'll expand this station as well, because, again, why not? First things first, let's... oh, there's only one train. Of course there is. This did show one of these X's not long ago, and since we've grown, you'll see that we're now lacking in our deliveries. What level is this? We're going to need to upgrade that. Let's get our second steel industry, well, second southern steel industry underway. It's going to be needed for our furniture and our tools. We're going to have Vacu create tools as well, since they're going to be creating their own steel. Okay, let's get you in here. And freight only. This is going to just make us so much money. I'm a little bit excited. And at the same time we do that, we're going to do this as well. This one's a little closer, so we'll probably need slightly more coal trains than iron trains. There we go. There's a coal train underway. Lovely. Hopefully we get a lot of security guards pop up there. We do have 3 stars to spend. We're now gaining 64 points per month. Once these have been completed, we can then shift all of those buildings, which I'll probably do in between episodes, over to not museum, yeah, museums, which reduces the requirements from goods by, I think, 10%. So yes, profits from mail. Do you know what? I feel like I would like to earn as much money as possible, as we've got a lot of expanding to do. Right, that one's underway, so we'll duplicate that. And it should fill up again. And we should have a coal train on here that we can also duplicate. There we go. We own both of these pits, mines. Blom pit. So that's even more money that we're going to earn. Isn't it great? Yes, do we need another grain train? I believe I said we did, and I don't know whether I actually added one. I did not, did I? Let's add another. There we go, because we ran out of grain down here, as we're producing much more. Yes, we did indeed. I am not going to forget about our... Sure, we'll take you. our fish for Kalmar. Even though they are growing, we might as well push them hard, right? And get them growing even quicker. What was we doing? Yes, we're getting you. I could have put it on the grain train, really. Well, the iron train's getting it. We have 2 iron, 2 coal running there. Let's hook this up. Now, in order to squeeze by this pig farm, we've got a maintenance station already in there. And we could do something similar just here to squeeze past the logging camp. The way I see this, I don't know whether we need these here, but we'll leave them, is if you put a maintenance yard next to a station, if you do have any intermediate maintenance stations such as this or supply towers, we can keep that even, can't we? Because then we've got repairs here at the same point but with a maintenance station. So any long routes should be divided equally. And it just squeezes in, which is lovely. We might need to scoot round this little, what would you call that? I don't know. Blob. That's the technical term. Okay, that gives us room to get into here. And that also gives us room to branch off. Should we want to? I don't know why we would. For completeness sake, maybe. I would like to have a junction here to have a direct link, a link into Lynn Shopping up there. As we don't have any direct way to get to Lynn Shopping from Kalmar. And that's just money we're missing out on. And potential delivery of wood and fish to Lynn Shopping can kind of utilize the same junction. If we have it somewhere like here, right, yeah, let's do it. We're going to do it, guys. Since we've got no train hanging around here, we can have some sort of connection going on where we can branch off either to the fish or continue on our way up there. So this one can just branch into there, and then we can merge with this line here. Something like that. Ooh, I missed it. There we go. And then this can just come straight in like that. We could technically bypass it with the other one. It's a shame there's just not a 2-station one. I guess this works, doesn't it? It doesn't matter if you've got buffers at the end for a maintenance yard, no. And then this one can come into here through the maintenance yard. And the other one, we can start thinking about going to Lynn Shopping. And probably have another maintenance yard up there. We're not going to do it just yet, but we're going to make my plans known. So when I come back to it in, say, the end of the episode and go, why on earth am I doing that? That will remind me. Okay, let's get some signals in here. And they should just reuse that as they were doing before. I've left us enough room for a train. That's good news. I mean, we can't forget about our original cities, can we? Absolutely not. We do not need that in anymore. So we get a full refund, which I do like about this game. Full refunds, not going to argue with that. There we go. We've also now got a partial connection for our fish there. And if we connect this up and quad track it all the way down, I think we're good to go. It also means we've left the salt available to get into the maintenance yard here, and then eventually we'll have connections up to Lynn Shopping there. This, I'm gonna quad track this, as we can have a junction from the cloth right up here somewhere. I don't know where yet. They need to grow first, which they're not far from doing already. Kalmar, that is, and then they can start producing cloth, can't they, from here? Okay, have we got everything here? There and there. See, we have calmed down a little bit on the maintenance yards. It's more about finishing off links and getting industries plugged into our network. There we go. I mean, technically, this could have been a twin station, and you could just go through it like that. But I like the idea of having a maintenance yard that you don't have to stop at on your route. It just has to pass through, and then you get the maintenance done. that way without having some bizarre drop-off point that you're never going to use. Okay, let's get fish delivered then. We're going to be using the same line as this one, but that shouldn't matter. Right, you're going all the way there to there. That's a journey, but worth it is using this line. It's using some interesting lines there. I would say no, and use that one instead, please. And freight only, we'll probably need a couple of these running, because obviously one train isn't going to be enough. Do we own this fishery? We do. That's going to need an upgrade. An upgrade even. Okay, fishes are aboard. We'll wait for him to leave and add another one. Vimmerby is still growing and growing fast. No, not growing fast. 66%. What are you lacking? And not milk anymore. And not bronust. That's good. I don't know where you're going to get fruit from. Oh, you've got a fruit farm right there. An orchard. We'd call it an orchard. Or an orchard. No, we won't. Because I can't get the words out. But I will say, that's definitely a link, isn't it? And yeah, do you know what? You know what it's time for? I'm slightly addicted to these maintenance stations for purposes they're not really supposed to be used for, which is simply using them as glorified supply towers. I don't mind if you don't mind. Right, we can go in there from this orchard and perhaps we can drift off from there and head up that way. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea, right? We could bring it round like that, or we can shift that round and connect up there. Yeah, why haven't we done that yet? Anyway, Grand, you're getting distracted. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Let's upgrade this anyway, because when we built this, we were a little bit strapped for cash. Fortunately, that's no longer the case. We're going to upgrade that as we're about to hook into here. What I might do... How are we looking? Yeah, what I might do is just link this into there and leave the other one open in case we want to drift off that way, depending on how busy it is. Because we could bypass the outskirts of Vimmerby, maybe straight up to Knee Shopping? Oh, no, they got fruit up there. So are Lynn Shopping, really. That's why I wasn't bothered about it as well. Well, we've got it there. Or whatever. Oh, you've put it the wrong way. Good job. Fixed it. Right. Get that in there. That in there. And we'll add fruit. That's another one of their needs sorted. We might need 2 trains. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But there's some fruit heading into Vimmerby. And what else do we have? Lumber as well. That's interesting. Well, you could do lumber yourself. Yeah, they're going to do lumber. Absolutely, they'll do lumber. We have a spy. Wow, we're kind of being blessed with spies in this run, which I'm not arguing about. That's a lot of free stuff for us. Well, not free. We have to pay for it in cash, but it's free as far as research points are concerned. How are we doing on our task? 80 of 200, and we're still growing. So yeah, we've grown here. Wow, Baku needs a university. This is another 4 points a month for our research, which we were just talking about. We can also expand this, which means we're probably going to have to kick up deliveries. How are we doing? Now you see that extra train. We kind of got a little bit of a buffer for grain. That might change now that we've grown. We're short on milk, but that's fine. Well, there's not much of a milk supply down here. We're sort of importing that, aren't we? Right. Yep, we're not keeping up on coal. I didn't think that would be the case. We can duplicate both of these, though. I would like to put an extra one of each on. There we go. Straight away, taking a full load of iron ore. And this one is taking a full load of coal immediately. Let's just make sure that these are keeping up with that. Are you keeping up? 53 of 67. Lovely. And are you keeping up? 41 of 48. Now, do we actually have... Yes, we'll buy everything. Wow, Yarn shopping has grown. That's good news. There's nothing to do here. 120, I believe, is the maximum size before it says nothing. It just grows after that point. Vimmerby is still growing. Kalmar should grow now. How many trains do we have delivering fish? Just the one. Is that right? Yeah. We need to duplicate that again. There we go. You're taking fish. Conductor, we need to find a home for you. Analyst and mediator, no. Accountant. What's our current accountant do? They do the same thing. No, look, he doesn't. So no, sir, you do not get a job. I like this. It's gone up a little bit, hasn't it? How are we doing on fruit now? There we go, 7.2. Clothes, salt. I mean, what we could do, really, is head out this way, right? And have another maintenance yard up here for a direct line into... Well, we've got a connection there. We could head up from here, direct into there, and that way... Yes, we could have like a Y junction here. What is the lay of the land like? I wouldn't mind doing that. I've kind of got distracted here. Depends what the lay of the land. The lay of the land is okay. There's even a little valley right there. Yeah, it also gives us an extra link to fruit, which they might need. We can check on that. But from there, we can also branch off here, can't we? Hopefully. I'm sure I can get it to work. Let's do it. From there. Like that. There we go. I like that. That can go into there. We can redo the signals down here. It's not going to be the busiest, but we could then also have a train, which would help Vimmerby. As I believe these guys have both cloth. Oh, they have crisp bread as well, and they also have licorice, which we need to set up. Is it licorice? I don't know. It looks like licorice. Salty licorice. Right. Let's give a connection there as well. Let's sort out this. It needs to be back here a little bit. In fact, we'll get rid of those signals and do that again. There we go. Nice and tidy. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? If we bring this all the way up here, we can slot into there. Which means we don't have to overload this junction by sending it that way. Even though we could, if we wanted to. I like this better. I mean, it's still fairly direct, isn't it? There we go. And that side and that side. What I would like to do, rather than fruit, is have a direct line from Vimmerby. And they can exchange goods. Right then. So, what do you need? You need a new line. Set up a new line from Vimmerby up to Lynn Shopping there. There we go. Automatic. And we'll add a 3B on there. And there's your conductor. Done. Look at all of that. Because these are both big cities. That's going to help them grow as well. Because this is included in their requirements. I'm fairly sure it is anyway. And from Lynn Shopping down to Vimmerby that way. So they can both head off. What you got for us? Lots of mail and some passengers, which is going to be extra money. Love it. How are we doing here? We're probably going to need more, aren't we? Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if they stop growing. How's that done? You're still struggling a little bit. You've got more than enough of that, so that's good news. This is going to be an issue. How much cloth do you have? Well, you do have a lot of cloth. Who's giving you cloth? Who on earth is giving you cloth? I don't even know. Where are you getting that from? It must be one of these, maybe it's from Gothenburg. I'm intrigued, guys. I'm intrigued. Well, I mean, they're going to get it from... They're going to get clothes from here. Well, that's cool anyway. Right. How are we doing? That's sorted Kalmar out. There we go. 70%. They should start to get fish now. Plenty of fish. Soon they'll be able to make their own cloth. Well, once they grow anyway, which I'm waiting to see. There's a security guard. We have plenty of freight deliveries that don't have a security guard, so that's also good news. There we go. You can go on there. How are we doing? 94. We're almost halfway. We've done that, haven't we? There's no suspense there at all. Right then, let's make sure that we don't neglect the deliveries of Bronus down here. Which we could have I'm saying we have a direct link from this warehouse all the way down Karlskrona. And that can just be active for eternity. Yes, I like that. And then we're going to make use of our wonderful network. We're going to go here and we're going to use this bypass. So after there, we're going to go via there. And then on the way back, we're coming this way. Which means we don't share the same line we've got here. I like it. Right, that's happening. Freight only. We'll see what it takes, right? Are you going to take anything direct? Well, there's a stoker for you, so you're going to be nippy. He's waiting for track clearance, so let's wait with bated breath. Oh, it's busy, isn't it? Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm glad we have that auxiliary milk train. It's very much required. Are you? Yeah, you're still waiting. You're going to have to find a slot, sir. It's super busy. There's just constant queue of trains. And it's not a bad thing. There he goes. We're going to take grain. I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. In fact, can you take grain direct from there? I mean, it might get a little overworked. No, you got bags of room. I mean, it's an idea, right? Do we take grain direct there? Because we should, right? What's the name of this place here? But yeah, we do. I mean, we could also go from this warehouse all the way through here down to there. I think that's a little overkill. As long as everything's growing. Are you guys growing yet? No. You don't really get much. Do you know what we don't have? I set up this in the previous episode, didn't I? Where is it? There's a little junction here. And I never actually put a train on. Let's not leave it several episodes this time. You're going up there. We'll give them their first... Well, that was the wrong way round to do it, really, isn't it? We'll give them their first delivery from a warehouse. We could also take them up there and go to that warehouse. Should we be lacking in goods? Right, freight only. Let's get that working. And sure, you can have an engineer on there. Right, they're waiting for track clearance, obviously, as this one's very busy as well. Oh, something I would like to do is... Halmstad, I would like you to deliver your crisp bread into here, ideally. We might even buy this, so we can upgrade it. You know what? Yes, let's do it. We've bought it, and we're going to upgrade it, and we're going to feed it potatoes or vegetables. Because they need a warehouse connection anyway, don't they? They can pass through this farm. It's not the busiest of farms. In fact, you're going there direct anyway from the grain farm. So you're going to go from there to there. You're doing it... Well, actually, that might be a good way round to do it, as they're going to take crisp bread, aren't they? Let's hope they do. Fingers crossed, because crisp bread around here is lacking. There we go. A full train load of crisp bread. We have a spare connection here that I noticed. This might be ideal. Should we be able to get round there? I mean, it's a bit of a squeeze, isn't it? If we... Do you know what? If we double track, or begin double tracking from here. There we go. And we make a double track section just there. Then we can try and squeeze this in. We might need to do some shenanigans to get it working. But I think there's enough room. I don't like the 16% grade on that. We'll shift that up a little bit. Get that in there. Can we squeeze by? Oh, you don't need to do it like that though. We can squeeze by. There we go, guys. That's our direct connection now, isn't it? All the way to... yeah. You're going to have to... Well, we could do it like this. And then we can add a point in here to make sure it's perfect. There we go. Connect this up. That's a long-awaited connection. Get that in there. It's all coming together now, isn't it? It's all the cogs have started to turn. Now we can give them, let's set up a new rail line, a direct connection for vegetables. So they can take other things from the warehouse here, or they can stock up extra should they need it. Freight only. Let's get you running. We may need to check on the state of the... that's fine. I'm going to say need to check on the state of the farm. And sure, we'll give them a stoker. Why not? They're not on there yet because everybody's showing up and using the inside platform. Of course you are. Well, anybody else want one? One of the long journeys would be... that one would be ideal. You do not have one either. It's a bit of a trek, isn't it? They're still growing, guys. How many warehouse trains do we have? We could probably use another one. Let's do it. There we go. Now you're getting some cloth. Oh, that's where they're getting cloth, from this warehouse. Of course they are. How much have we got in here? Now, I am tempted to give this pig farm its own station direct to Gothenburg up there. The reason being is we could utilise something else in there, couldn't we? And there is plenty of things we could be passing around. For instance, they could then make clothing. How are you doing? What are you short on? Because you kind of stalled. You are short on milk. Possibly. Clothing, yes, you could make your own there. Salt. They need salt. Oh, sugar beet. That is down here that we haven't set up yet. This could be a kind of finished goods thing, couldn't it? For instance, we could take our cloth into there. We could take... what else could we take? We're taking drinks and possibly crisp bread. Max all those up. Just some ideas for us to bring into there. I don't know what else you're going to be making, to be fair. And yes, sausages. Oh, I mean, sausages you could take into there instead of picking the pigs up. That's something to think about to get Gothenburg growing, or at least producing. I can't believe we've got another 3 points to spend. This is really starting to escalate quickly. Is there anything useful we could put in here? 25% increased maintenance. So that accelerates it. It's going to be super fast. There we go. We'll do that. Conductor. Sure, we'll find a place for you. Do not worry about that. Guys, how are we looking? We're well over halfway. We're only in June. That's lovely. This has stalled a bit. I don't know. I could be wrong. We may need more of these doing this run. This one here. Let's duplicate that, shall we? There we go. Now, we only have one train running backwards and forwards from here. There we go, guys. Kalmar. This is perfect timing. Kalmar has grown. We'll upgrade that and we'll quickly stick in a tailor's. Is it a weaving factory? Don't get ahead of yourself. There we go. We have a weaving factory, which opens up this. That's going to be interesting, trying to get that into here. We'll upgrade it to its maximum. But having cloth down this end of the network is going to be rather useful. Now, we only need a small train station for this, as these guys are the only ones that are going to be using the actual cloth. Where are you? Small train station. I say we go for an extravagant bridge, because we can afford it, and it will be easier. And if we slot in somewhere like that, away from the junction, it's not very busy. It's a gradual grade as well. We need to find space, you see, to put in the water tower, because they're not going to inherently get one. There we go. That there. Do we have room? I guess we could put it up this end, right? Just out the way. There we go. Right, they have everything. I'm going to buy this before we set it up, because currently it's cheap as chips. A stoker, absolutely. And that way we can also expand it, because it's going to be requiring a level 3 from the beginning, which will require more than a level 1. I don't know which level lines up with that, but we'll try with level 2 and then we can see, can't we? Let's get that up and running. Well, that was productive. Good timing. Oh, it's always good when it just times a perfect upgrade like that. I don't like that though. VQ has stalled a little bit. We'll double that up. They might need another train running down here, to be fair. They have none running on here. We need to tidy this up a little bit. Where are you running to? Oh, I see. Yeah, so when you come out of Kalmar, could you go via there? That's tidier. Yes, thank you. Do that. Now, do we have... do you know what? We're going to duplicate you, since you've got all fancy waypoints and things. That should help. They're growing. We need to get these growing. What are you short on? Sausages. It's always sausages. I can never put this game down. Have you noticed? I love it. Right. Yes, sausages. Who makes sausages? These guys do, but they might not be bringing enough in. If this is empty on their sausage supply, their pig supply, no, they're good. They're good. It's probably just not getting up here, and this is being shifted around. How you do it? There's only one in there. Make more sausages, please. Well, Christianstad is growing. That's nice to see. Malmo kind of dropped off a little bit. I don't think they have a connection from here. That would be kind of handy, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Not really necessary at the moment. Bakey, what's up with you? Well, this is turning out nice. They're going to grow at the beginning of the next episode, I would say, which means they can then make planks as well, which they already have access to up here, but it does mean they'll be dropping planks off. So there'll be lots of furniture being made. I would prefer these to make clothes, I think. Who do we have? Conductor. Sure. We do have a direct connection here now, don't we? Look at all these trains on this. It's like a big old main line. Who are you? Oh, it's that one. We will sort that one out. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep saying, who are you? What I want to know is, do we have Gothenburg to Jon shopping? Because I can't remember doing it, to be fair. I don't think we do. We don't, do we? We don't have Gothenburg to Jon shopping direct. Yes, we do. But only one. And it's an express. Is it? What is that? Passengers and mail only? Why? I guess just to have a holder on there. That doesn't make much sense. Do you know what? We're changing you to mixed. There we go. Yep, that's all changing. You can have a conductor on there, though. And you can have a security guard on there as well. Luckily, he didn't cheese everybody off. The reason being, let's change the train, is they could be taking much needed supplies backwards and forwards. Not that one. That one. Such as... Yes, you've guessed it. Where are you? Furniture. Right, anyway. That should help that. And in fact, we're going to duplicate that. There we go. And cloth. Yeah, I mean, Jan shopping don't really need to grow any further, but I'd like to do it anyway. How are you doing with wood? I'm going to say we'll upgrade that. Do you actually take wood down here? You do. You do. That's lovely. Vimmerby grows. The timing, I was kind of waiting for it, guys, because they're going to start making their own wood. There we go. I mean, they're connected right here. I thought about having them create more furniture, but I would say that's overkill. And these are going to create tools as well. There we go, guys. Perfect. We're going to need to up the delivery of iron to them. This is going to kick up to maximum. We're going to spend a fortune doing that. However, we can finally double up this train. There we go. That's going to get some use now, isn't it? Absolutely. Someone else grew. Who? Halmstad. Really? We get another university. What a way to end this episode. And we've got to end it. Otherwise, it's going to go on for eternity. Because I'll just keep playing. There we go. We've upgraded those. We'll make sure these are purchased if we need them. None of those. Perfect. Right, I'll save it. Alright guys, there we go. That has been another eventful episode. We're on our ore train, I believe. I think it's the ore train. Yes, it is. Heading from Vimmerby all the way down to the lakes where the ore is. And that's grown immensely. I can't believe how quickly we got Vimmerby up and growing. It didn't feel like it at the time. I mean, episode-wise. However, all of that building was done. Pause. This train is going to stop here, isn't it? That's typical. It could be just busy, though. Yeah, look, they're all wiggling around. I love it. But yes, guys, I would say we've just got to keep an eye on it in the next episode. Our furniture production and, of course, our track's a bit rough there. Our, what's the other one? Bronust. Yeah, we've just got to keep an eye on them. Make sure things are still ticking over. Make sure we don't get any snarl-ups. And I would say probably add a few trains on a few lines just to make sure our cities don't stall. And possibly get all these southern cities up to 120,000. That sounds like a plan. Looking forward to doing that. And until then, take care.